After you go through the process of the installation, which is basically just a couple of clicks, and you get this. Well, possibly you can get something like this. This is my configured version of the ElvUI. I know ElvUI actually provides a location where you can import custom versions of its UI and you can share it. So just to have a little overview of what it looks like, you can go to ElvUI add-on itself, click on toggle anchors, and you can see where everything is. Basically, you can see player buffs is on my top right, minimap is in my top left. You can drag this and move it back. This is really easy to do. It has like a snap-on feature that it goes to the grid, it goes to the left of the screen, and you can run out of bounds and things like that. You can go pixel perfect. You can just use these arrows left and right. It's like, I mean, it's really easy to configure. And the best part about it is that what I found out over a long periods of time of using add-ons, and especially add-on compilation, is that the best thing about an add-on, it's its community, it's its frequency of updates, it's basically how many people care about this. And ElvUI is one of the most popular packages out there. The biggest problem that I had with my previous add-on package is that it wasn't updated frequently, especially during things like new patches. When the new patches come out, everything seems to break. But I mean, come on, you want to log on, you want to be the first one to complete those quests, to get those artifacts, to get that IP. And if your UI is not updated on that day or previous to that day, it's going to it can break your game, and you don't want to use it. So I don't see an issue ElvUI because it is updated very frequently. As you can see here, you can see all these little things that you can configure. You can configure everything about the action bars with each different action bar. You can actually go to the way the action bars behave. Like my bar 1 has a form 1. When I go into form 1, it loads bar 9. So if I go to my bear form, it loads different bar paging. And when I go with my cat, it loads different ones and things like that. But druids is a lifesaver as well. It just has so much different configurations, and they seem to be so clean and pretty much bugless. There are exceptions, of course, but I mean, its chat itself is really nice. You can go into panels. I mean, it will take you a while to get used to it. You literally will have to go through every one of these and test them out. I think it took me a full day to really get to know this package. I did not use unit frames. I know that ElvUI can actually have really nice unit frames, but I mean, look at these options for everything. I already know how to use Grid 2. I've been using Grid 2 for quite a while, so therefore I didn't, like, I mean, you just go to ElvUI. I don't want to use not unit frames, sorry. Well, unit frames, and I don't want to use RAID frames. That's what I meant. RAID and party frames. So I don't want to use RAID and party frames. Disable. RAID frames. Disable. RAID 40 frames. Disable. And things like that. I don't want to use it. I don't want to just take the button and just install your version and things like that. And I mean, that's why it's really easy configurable to disable everything that you don't need and just install things that you need. Like, at the end of the day, ElvUI is very simple. I'm just using it basically for nameplates. I want to see nameplates. I want to see player buffs, minimap, my chat, which is an extra feature that I didn't. The bars are really nice. Cast bar, I'm not actually using. I'm using Quartz myself. But everything besides that, it's really effortless. And this is, I think that's the #1 good feature of an add-on, to be effortless, to not require constant management of it. And you can see here I also have plugins. I have multiple plugins that are not developed by the main ElvUI guys, but are developed by third parties, which is probably some of you guys who are playing decided, oh, I don't like this ElvUI feature, I'll add it myself. And you program the nice little plugin that's actually available on their little installation client. So basically ElvUI have their own update client. So if you ever downloaded an add-on from Curse, Curse have their own World of Warcraft update client, which basically tells you when an add-on is out of date, and you can install it with just a click of the button. So Tukui have their own thing, which is very simplistic. You can just go You can just view if your add-on is out of date. You can update it straight away. It does not require any folder dragging, any replacement of files, anything like that. If you ever used any other more basic compilation packages, super simple. He also has a browse feature where you can check the latest, well, maybe not the latest, but you can check what other people are contributing to the add-on package by including their own little variations of, say, different visual auras and things like that. Like, for an example, I've installed a square minimap buttons, which basically let me put squares of all the little notifications and class hall report. This is what I'm talking about when I say little plugins that are not developed. They're not included by the default ElvUI, but are included by third parties and uploaded in there. So that's what I mean. It's kind of endless which you can get. But for this little overview video, I just wanted to show you that ElvUI is really better than what I expected. I wasn't really expecting anything, but it really seems to be quite good. It does not seem to really hog the resources. It seems to be quite lightweight, considering I used something else before, which seemed to be using much more resources than this. It is very easy to update. I haven't come across too many bugs. There are few minor bugs that you can live with. It is easy configurable once you actually get to know what it is, what each feature is, which it will take at least a couple hours. You can disable a lot of features that you don't need. I don't need the red frames. I'm gonna stick with grid. Really easy to disable it and things like that. And like I said before, I don't want to make this video too long. But the main thing that I wanted to say is that a good add-on, what I found out, is the one that's being updated constantly and the one that's being maintained and the one that has a really good backing. And ElvUI is definitely one of those add-ons that has the biggest backing in World of Warcraft right now. And I mean, unless some of the main guys really pull out of this, I don't see it failing, and I don't see it failing on patch days, which is my biggest concern. So thank you for watching this. Thank you for watching this little overview / review of ElvUI, and I'll see you in my next video.